Hi, and welcome to this week's Walk the Wu Wei. It's lovely to see you all. It's great to be here. In this edition, we're talking about something that we often recommend to, well, most of our clients, and that's meditation. And we recommend it really for, it's a great self-care practice, great for rebalancing your mind, your emotions, and also physically. But when we recommend it, so many clients say to us, but I can't meditate, I just don't do meditation.
Or I tried it once and it didn't work.
And it didn't work. So we thought we'd do a Walk the Wu Wei on, I guess, the Wu Wei wisdom approach to meditation and certainly what we mean by meditation, because there's loads of different types of meditation.
Yeah, and I think that's the first thing to say, because as meditation has got so many meanings for so many people, I think it's absolutely vital, and I'm really pleased that we're going to do a little bit of in-depth talking about it now, because it's something I really want you to try. And I would go as far as to say, for me, it saved my life. It certainly changed my life. And here's a little guy from West Bromwich, born in a council house. Meditation is not some Far Eastern things that's really hard to do. It's something that everyone can do. Mm. And in a way, you are doing it. Everyone meditates, but it's understanding why you're doing it, when you're doing it, and how to control it. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Do you want to share your story about how you discovered meditation and how it changed your life? Because it's a great story.
Well, as you probably people know me, that I was diagnosed for a long part, 10, 15 years of my life as a profound stutterer. And I was told by the clinicians, the people in white coats, that I would never be able to talk, and I would certainly never be able to do something like this, and it would be impossible. I spent hours going to speech therapy. I've sat in front of a mirror. I can do things with my tongue you won't believe, doing tongue exercises, and really the thing that changed my life was when someone said to me, "Have you tried meditation?" Now I thought the meditation was, like most people do, a religious thing. So I looked through all the what's on to find the Buddhist practice of meditation. Yeah. Went and rang the doorbell of, it was in Birmingham, in England. And this...
The Birmingham Buddhist Centre?
Yes, the Tibetan Buddhist Centre is just off Edgbaston Road, for those of you who it's still there, in Stirling Road. And I rang the bell, and this is a long time ago. This English Buddhist monk came to the door, and I said, and he put his arm around me. He said, "Come in," and he just sat me down. And he says, "Don't say anything. The first thing I'm going to teach you is how to breathe." Mm. And no one had ever told me that before, And just try it now, as you're listening to here now, watching this, wherever you are. Just drop your shoulders. And just take a long, calm, deep breath. And just that simple technique is meditation. And it's so powerful and so easy, so straightforward. And I remember kind of saying to him in my study, "It's got to be more than that." He said, "No, just control your breathing. Control your breathing controls your mind." And really, from all of my work from then on, going around China, all the years that I've done, meditation for me is about learning how to control the mind. And when people come to me now with all their real powerful emotional beliefs and feelings, and I say to them, there's two things we've got to start from the very beginning. First of all, you are the controller of your emotional feelings, not the victim. And secondly, you have to be in control of your mind. And for me, meditation is about taking responsibility and being in control of your mind. Mm. That's how you do it.
And I think a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't do meditation because it's a kind of a religious thing." And I guess people hearing your story there about going to the Buddhist centre.
Because I thought it was a religious thing.
Thinking, well, I don't want to become a Buddhist, or XYZ religion that practices meditation as an integral part of their daily practice. So that means I can't do meditation, but that's absolutely not the case, is it?
No,
really?
but funny enough, that's why a lot of religions do use meditation, because it is a way to get past the physical mind, the busy mind that the Chinese call the monkey mind, because it is like a monkey swinging through the trees, taking you on a different journeys. So it's a way to control that, to reach what the Taoist teaches, your Shen, your spirit, your higher self, your truer self. So a lot of religions do use meditation to get past that monkey mind. And that really is what meditation is doing. It's getting past or controlling or settling or being in control of the mind, so you can reach that higher self, that essence, that true self, that Shen, that authentic self, whatever word you want to call it, But it doesn't have to be religion.
No.
It's about controlling the mind. And I would say it's very important in Taoist teaching. We talk about all the time. The Wu Wei is harmony, balance, flow, being in that zone, following that path, effortless effort. To do that, you have to stop this monkey mind, because this monkey mind will take over. It goes wild. It wants to be in control. It wants to control the outside world instead of focusing on controlling you.
So I guess the message on that one is, yes, there are religious meditation practice, but a lot of practices like mindfulness meditation nowadays is kind of separated out from religion. I think its roots were originally in Buddhist practices, but very much the kind of the in vogue thing is mindfulness meditation. And a real big misconception that a lot of our clients have is that meditation is about emptying your mind, and that's absolutely not the case, because that's virtually impossible.
Can I tell you what? As what a Taoist monk said to me once in China, and this is a very poor translation of what he says, because my Chinese is limited, but he said to me once, a mind without thoughts is like a pillow without feathers. Useless. And it's right, you can't empty your mind of thought, because that's what the mind does. It's thoughts. But what meditation is doing is stopping the mind from running off and dragging you along with it. I often talk about a dog out of control, pulling you around the place. And that's really what meditation is about, is to stop that from happening. And it's not religious. You don't have to have some technique. You don't have to learn lotus position. I can't do lotus position, and I've been meditating for too many years now. I can't do lotus position. Sit comfortably, lie down flat. In my Qigong class, half of the people just lie flat on the floor. That's fine. Lean against the wall, sit on your favorite chair, be comfortable. Because when you're in the position of doing a meditation, I think one of my meditation things is first thing in the morning in bed. I just wake up and then do 10 minutes of meditation. So you don't want to be in a position that distracts you.
And also, for me, I guess I'm completely different.
Well, you've got a busy mind.
I've got a really busy mind. So I'm the kind of person who says, oh, no, meditation, I can't settle. It's boring. I don't want to have to sit.
How can you be boring?
I know.
No, explain to me how you can be boring.
The prospect of kind of sitting still for 20 minutes and settling my thoughts.
How's that boring?
Well, I'd rather be doing something. So I enjoy meditation as part of a yoga practice. Or for me, this works so well for me. Every morning when I take the dog out for a kind of 20-minute walk, and then a short walk in the evening, in the outdoors, fresh air, amongst nature, that is my meditation. Oh, that clears, that settles my mind. That allows me to, using the analogy of the kind of the pillow and the feathers, it's almost like you fluffed the busyness of your mind and the activities that perhaps you've been doing in the day, kind of fluff up all the feathers in the pillow. And so what we're looking for is just to kind of settle the pillow down, let the feathers kind of start to settle down.
But that's very interesting now, you see, because what you're doing there, because you could still be walking the dog and have a monkey mind.
Of course.
So what you're doing, you're walking the dog, but you are now taking control of your mind. So you're being mindful. You may be looking at the sky, the trees.
I'm making a conscious effort. So for me, my meditation, it does require, I guess, a conscious effort to not start to think, oh, when I get back home, I must do A, B, C, D. I have a mindfulness to say, no, when I'm out now for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to focus on my surroundings.
And that's
like
meditation.
I like tuning into listening to the bird song, for example, or if I'm standing somewhere waiting for the dog to come back with the ball, I will kind of listen to the bird song, tune into the kind of sounds of the wind through the trees, all that sorts of stuff. That to me is my meditation.
But what you're doing is not letting the mind run run away. So that's what meditation is not letting the mind lead you around the place. And you can do that anywhere.
Anytime.
Really.
I mean, we say to people, you can do a meditation in a couple of minutes while you're standing waiting for the kettle to boil.
Yeah, I think that's a good way. For those of you who do Qigong, it's called Wu Ji, standing in Wu Ji. I think putting the kettle on and just standing, dropping your shoulders, relaxing your shoulder blades, getting your breath long and deep. How long does it take to get a kettle to boil? 3 minutes? If you did that 2 or 3 times a day, I can guarantee you will notice a massive difference inside a month, because you're gently teaching your mind to be in control.
So other things that people practice, you see, I guess the point is, for some people, it works really well if they, for example, go to a meditation class, or they have a set period of their day where they sit quietly in a room, they create a kind of a comfortable space or a sacred space.
Can I tell you though, Alex, the number one thing that I've got all through my career of listening to people that is in a class is they get a benefit from sharing that space with other people rather than just doing it on their own. So if you have a class, our classes are normally 15 or 20, there's a great benefit from sitting quietly with other people because you're sharing the energy.
And it kind of helps bring your energy down.
It does.
But the flip side to that is for people who, for whatever reason, can't make it to a meditation class or a shared meditation experience, you can integrate meditation into your daily activities. So it's not like you have to take time out of your busy day to meditate. But what you do have to do is take time out of your mindset to be mindful, to be in the moment. So some people love gardening. You can meditate while you garden. Some people love cooking. Unlike me, you can meditate while you're cooking and preparing mindfully. Some people love drawing, journaling, sketching, anything, knitting, anything which allows you to focus, be in the moment, tap into, settle the feathers down. Don't think backwards, don't think forwards. This projecting backwards, projecting ahead is a big Taoist teaching. To be in the moment, that's meditation.
And if you want to to be led, could you put our SoundCloud on the
I'll put a link
on under it, because there's free meditations there, so you can
on our SoundCloud
if
channel.
you don't mind my West Bromwich voice, listen to my voice and I'll just gently guide you through a 5-minute meditation. Or if you go on our website, you can buy some meditation tapes with the teaching and some meditation on behind, so you can listen to that. And again, if you just do it regularly, because I hear this, I've heard this twice today from 2 of my clients who said, oh, I started to do the meditation, it really worked well, and then I stopped. Why do you stop? Oh, well, it was working well. Don't stop. Don't stop. Carry on doing it. 5-10 minutes a day. Just carry on doing it.
And so I guess to close, really, just to say, what would you say really is the benefit of doing this mindful meditation in whatever form that suits you?
I can't emphasize the power of meditation, because what the power of meditation is doing is connecting to your true Shen, to remind yourself that you are awesome. You are really awesome. You are divine. You are part of an eternal divine spirit, and that's what courses through every part of your body. Now your mind will busy you up, and as Alex said, it will run you off into the future. What if, what could, what should. It will take you back into the past. Oh, if only that hadn't have happened, and oh, I'm not perfect and I'm a failure, and it will do those double somersaults. And the best way of stopping it is just to take a breath. Can we do that now, just for the last couple of minutes? Just as you're listening to here now, if you're listening to this, we get people say, I was listening as I was cooking and I was doing all that. Just take a moment now and drop your shoulders. Make your arms heavy. And take a breath. And just take one long breath. And just notice the breath entering and leaving your body. Don't do anything, just observe. Observe the breath. and breathe in with love, and to know that you are part of something much bigger, much greater, and breathe out with gratitude. And just look around you now, just being alive, just being where you are, or your family, all the opportunities are there for you. Just have an appreciation. And just appreciate the idea of your breath entering and leaving your body. And you know, whatever's happened today, this week, this month, just be grateful. You have coped. You have managed. And I guarantee you, you will in the future. Whatever storms that you're going through right now, this too will pass. You are awesome. And I believe in you. And everything you do will prove to you and to everyone else just how divine your true spirit is. Take a breath now. Shake yourself down. Get on with your life. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, David. That's great. So, thank you all. As per usual, if you've got any more questions about tonight's topic, please post them below, or you can always send us an email to info@wuweiwisdom.com, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.